Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. About to leave home headquarters here on a Thursday. Supposed to be a bunch of surf out there. We'll find out. On the plus column, I have nothing to do but go look for some surf. A lot of you guys can relate to it out there, man, because I've been getting a lot of emails about it. The stress of always chasing down the bill. The end of the month is 3 days away. I'll pull it off, just barely squeaking, sliding into home plate on that one. But I mean, it's the stress of it all, right? And I guess what fully always jams me up is like, I know there is more than enough on Spaceship Earth. Like, Spaceship Earth has abundance. And just the full fact we've been made renters on the planet we were born on just never ceases to like amaze me. And I get it. I get the what they're trying to do, man. I can feel it right now. Like, who are they? Who are they, man? The 1/10 of 1/100th of 1% that own all the world and have turned us into like basically like psychological slaves. I mean, that's what it is. Like, yeah, like, we're all moving around like we're not in Africa, like fighting warlords and stuff, but we're psychological slaves to the monetary policies out there right now. I mean, it's so subtle that you really got to take a bunch of steps back to see how diabolical it is, man. Like when I sit here, like I'm I'm super grateful. Like, my son is healthy this morning. The Minigram's healthy this morning. I think she's got a cold, man. She just started water polo again. The hologram's healthy. I'm healthy. I had a car. It started up, dude. Like, I am going to be able to pay rent this month. But it's this weird, never-ending wheel of just constantly, like, chasing it down. I remember listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how the first time that he didn't have to, like, sweat bills, when he finally had, like, made it, right? And he didn't have to sweat bills, how much psychological freedom he had to, like, invest in like spiritual pursuit or like creative pursuit. That's what gets me jammed up, man. Like, I know there's a whole like chunk of me that's jammed up in like sweating the bills, man. And I go, it's always been there, and I look around, right? You look around and you're like, I get it, man. People who appear to have it together probably are sweating it even more than me. Like, that's one thing I'm fully aware of. Just because you have $1 million in the bank account doesn't mean you don't have 1,000,001 problems to sweat, man. Like, I'm not like looking over other people's fences or anything like that, but I guess it's that weird thing where, you could go on down like the downer track of it all too, man. It's not a poor me session. I'm not doing a poor me session. I'm just fully aware of how much space is taken by something that should not be occurring for human beings, man. It shouldn't be occurring. And don't get me, I'm no communist, man. I'm no socialist, dude. I don't believe in that stuff, man. But I believe that those who actually go out and abide by certain fundamental principles of like punctuality, honest work, being truthful, being motivated, should actually succeed. And those who are about lying, stealing, and cheating should not. But the script is flipped somehow on Spaceship Earth, where those who have bad intentions get to pull it off, right? And I get it, man. It's the free will concept. It's the concept that I have. If I look for mine here on Earth, man, I'm doomed, dude, right? I have to elevate myself to a higher spiritual plane and go, okay, dude, like that psychological space I was talking about is my way through to the higher spiritual plane, because those who don't have the fundamental, like, I hate to use the word morals but basic fundamental concepts of being a higher elevated being, if they don't have those and they can just go take from one and not care, like, you're kind of stuck here for many, many lifetimes, I figure, or just an eternity in hell. I don't really know what becomes. Maybe they just get to be super stoked and don't think about it the whole time and blah blah blah. But I have to believe that in the higher consciousness, in my relationship with God, and God has set out this playing field where those who choose free will and choose to be bad at it, yeah, they can have all the 3D props they want. They can have the facade of stuff. But do they get to have an eternity of bliss? I don't know. Or do we just keep on the daily struggle, right? The daily struggle, and don't commit crimes against our fellow human beings? And we stay on a higher elevated consciousness, right? Yeah, though it's a struggle, we are constantly reminded that we have the choice to either choose a state of grace and glory, or we can choose this decadent, hedonistic, stab your brother in the back to to get ahead thing. And I get where that whole thing is. I mean, those of you guys who have not studied what a con job the Federal Reserve Bank is, or the petrodollar is, and how like interest-bearing currency is made us into slaves. We're debt slaves, man. And I mean, that's the thing you get to. Like, they say when you're born, like when Baby Al was born, they say he owes like $1 million, right, to whoever they are. Because what most people don't understand is we are the collateral. You are the collateral for the national debt, by the way. And who do we owe that money to, baby? We owe it to the Chinese and the multinational corporations. What, you think they're not going to come in and cash in on their debt? That's the thing. I mean, yeah, live in today, live in the now, live in this present moment. But who is getting that psychological energy? Like, I felt it this morning. I felt it waking up going, geez, man, it's 3 days out from the first of the month, man, and I'm still like $300 short. Whoa, it's a Thursday. Whoa, I'm looking at my son like, whoa, I gotta go buy groceries today. You know what I mean? Like, that is what they are. They live off of that energy, right? I know this. I know that they've inserted their greedy little spiritual paws up into my high frequency being and said, hey, sweat it. And I really I really just want to start throwing haymakers on that entity. But that's that entity, the way you throw the haymaker is by not attaching to it, which is hard, man. It is so hard not to attach to that concept of like, gosh, what's gonna happen if I don't pull this off? Like, because, you know, if you follow that, just take it all the way, if I don't pull it off, I'm gonna end up homeless in the street, and I'm gonna die under a freeway overpass somewhere, starving to death. You know, and I gotta remember, man, God did not get me this far and give me a second chance at life to let me starve to death under a freeway overpass, be alone. God's right here, right now. I just have to dig through the nonsense that the system inserts over me, like envelops me with, because they have the ability to attack the spacesuit 3D landscape, when I have to remember, man, this is all just a dream, dude, that I am with God right now, and that I have to make a decision on free will. Who am I gonna be today? Who am I gonna be today, man? Am I gonna be the dude who's sweating it but's an asshole to the bank teller or the cashier or whoever, my people down at Trader Joe's, or the hologram, or whatever it is? No, I gotta remember, man, it's all a choice. It's all a choice I make right now, man. Who am I gonna be, dude? Who am I gonna be? That's where the abundance is, man. That's where it all lies, dude. Who am I gonna be, man? Because I can't live in fear, dude. Fear is never gonna get me where I'm supposed to go. So I have to live in love and abundance, man. I have to. Even though I got bunny ears in my pockets, man, I have to live in a state of grace and glory. And I have to go and try to figure out how I can help out my fellow human beings who have less than me, right? Because that less than me thing that they may have, they may be in abundance of financial security, but they may not be able to spiritually advance. They may be deaded by alcohol. They may be deaded by drugs. So I have to be able to rise above my own nonsense, put my hand out to my fellow human being, and not judge them by the book of their the cover of their book, but by the content of their character, man, and realize that we are all in this together, and that I gotta rise above the system that would make me a slave. Bullshit on that, man. Excuse that little profanity, but I gotta get fired up, going out into the world right now, and remember that I am connected to God, and therefore I have love in my life, and that love is the abundance of eternity, man. It spreads out in all directions of time and space, man. So how do you like that, slave keepers, in your little NSA cubicles with your slavery, man? I ain't buying today, dude. I'm gonna go get barreled. I'm gonna go buy some groceries for my family, man. I'm gonna go pull out my rent. I'll pay it early, right? Why not? Because we can. You know why? Because whatever, dude. Whatever. I see the light behind me. I see it chasing me down. It's enveloping me right there. Whoo! The light. I get so fired up sometimes but that's what I gotta do sometimes, man. I gotta start. You saw where this video started, man, 14 and a half minutes ago, in the depths of doubt. But now I know, man. I know, dude. I'm in the light, man. Oh, wait, I'm in the light. Yeah. All right, peeps. Let's get out there and let's just do it, man. And that ain't no Nike ad either. Let's just vibrate to the highest frequency possible. Peace. Now it's time for the cheap commercialism part of my videos. We have The Illusion stickers. Look at that. Don't buy into the status quo. We have those in large. We have those in small. We have the Don't buy into the status quo t-shirt in gray. And what other color we got, Max? And we also have the bowl cut maintenance in gray, blue, black. Do we have it in red? We got it in red. And this is what red looks like. Yeah, man, look at that. And the Universe Will Provide shirt. Yeah, a little homage to Bill Murray via me, huh? Yeah, we like that in red. We got that in gray. I think we got some pink bowl cut maintenance ones coming. Yeah, for the ladies. Yeah. And then the red bowl cut maintenance. So look, that's the end of the commercial ad here. The links are down below. Order a t-shirt. Max, come here. This is my partner in crime. He's getting married. So let's buy some t-shirts. Let's keep the wheels rolling here, people. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your love. Send any pictures you got wearing your t-shirt, man. We get super fired up on that. Thank you.